First of all, I would like to share that deaf blindness is not a very well-known entity, and people with deaf blindness have not been identified because we were not looking for them earlier. See, deaf blindness is something which is a combination of deafness and visual impairment in a single individual. So when this child with dual sensory impairment goes to a school for the blind, he is refused admission because everything in the school for the blind is taught by speaking. And when the same child goes to a school for the deaf, the person is again refused admission because everything in a school for the deaf is learned by signing. So the child is unable to see or hear. Then there's problem with the education. They're excluded from the education system. So when we realized this, we thought that this is an area where we need to do something. And we started working first to decide where these children are. And then we realized that they are everywhere in the country. And we cannot go on saying that first we will identify and then start working. We said that wherever we'll find children with deaf blindness, we'll work. And for that we started working with partners. These partners are organizations which are already working for people with disabilities, children with disabilities, with visual impairment, hearing impairment, mental retardation, and cerebral palsy and other things. So if you look at the three basic needs of children with deaf blindness, one is the most major need is communication, because we cannot penetrate enough to express what we want to say, and they can't express what they want to say. That is the big barrier. So first and the biggest need is of breaking this barrier of communication. Second is about accessing information from around us. That is also very, very important, because 95% of our learning comes from what we see and hear. So when these children are having problem with vision and hearing, their learning is also reduced dramatically. So one more thing we need to remember, that for deaf-blind child, the world is limited to the fingertips of his hands. Beyond his reach, if there is anything which he cannot touch, it doesn't exist for a deaf-blind child. So we have to bring everything to the child by touch, and everything is through touch. And the third thing is going around in the environment, orientation and mobility. These are the three basic needs. Our programs concentrate on various issues, not only on school education or adult services or only in cities or only in villages. What we decided that we will work with partners wherever they are, wherever they can identify deaf-blind children. And by that we are supporting many, many different strategies of reaching out to deaf-blind children. One, for example, in Mumbai, there is one which is in the slums of Mumbai, in the suburban areas of Mumbai, which is the home-based education. And same home-based education is being replicated in other major cities of the country. Similarly, there is one which is the community-based rehabilitation programs, where we teach community-based workers in the villages to go out, identify children in the villages and work with them and the family. Then the regular center-based programs where the children come and stay for the whole day, get educated, train, go back in the evening. Residential programs are also being supported by us, where children live and study there. And apart from this, we are supporting vocational training programs as well as the teacher training programs, because teacher training is major need. If we don't have qualified teachers to work with these children, we don't have any future for these children. So we identified very early, we started in 1997, and in the 1999 and 2000, we, along with other important players in the country, like the Blind People Association in Ahmedabad, National Association for the Blind in Mumbai, and Helen Keller Institute for Deaf and Deaf-Blind in Mumbai, Clark School for the Deaf in Chennai. We all sat, and with the Rehab Council of India, we designed a curriculum for training of teachers for deaf-blind. which is now available in 3 locations in the country. One in Mumbai, in Helen Keller Institute. Second in Chennai with Clark School for the Deaf. And third one with the National Institute for the Empowerment of People with Multiple Disabilities in Chennai. So this is what our programs are at the moment.
In which part of India do you mainly concentrate?
We work all over the country. We are working in 19 states and we have about 38 partners at the moment. So all over India we are working. It's mainly, if you look at Gujarat, Maharashtra, Haryana, Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Orissa, West Bengal, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Rajasthan, all these states, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh. So these are all the states where we are working.